so I think enough time has passed. But out of all of the big three hoyoverse games, so Genshin, Zenless, and Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero has to be the best one, hands down. From a story standpoint, it's the best. And I know y'all gonna say, oh, but 2.4 or 2.5 is terrible. Look, no, it isn't. Like, if you weren't there in the trenches during the Xingjiao Lo Fu, or if you didn't play that filler patch in Honkai Star Rail, where we have monkeys and Rafa, I don't want to hear shit. Some of y'all say it's too long. Well, maybe your attention span is just bad. Bro, did you play Pentaconi? Did you play Amphorius? And heck, speaking of Pentaconi, they retconned the ending of that when they released the Dahlia. Zenless Zone Zero hasn't done anything like that. But from a character standpoint, we're talking designs and personality. Again, Zenless Zone Zero has the best. Now, Honkai Star Rail does have some contenders. I love Herder's personality. I love the new Himiko. Welt's been good. I absolutely hate Marks, but then they release every night, and I was like, oh yes. But then they locked their way at the one patch, and I'm like, fuck you. But the majority of the Amphorius cast has been good, and Plain Arcadia, that cast, awesome. But when I take a look at the entirety of the cast from Zenless Zone Zero, there's only about 3 or 4 characters that I absolutely do not like. Number 1, I hate Yidhar's design. Like, her personality is fine, but honestly, her story, I don't really care for that much. And then the Angels of Delusions. I hate each and every single one of those little brats, especially Suna. I cannot stand her. I hated doing that patch. That's the only bad patch to me. But every other character in this game, I actually like a lot. My only real complaints are that, number 1, I wish we had more male characters. Like, come on now. The ratio between the female and the male characters has gotten terrible. And I wish they would stop killing cool characters off, like Izode, Pompey, and Sarah. If they were playable, oh god, dude. Ooh, especially Pompey and Izode. Ooh, man. We need more characters that look like them as playable. I'm sorry. From a gameplay standpoint, again, Zenless Zone Zero is the best. Now, I admit, they almost killed this game back in the day when they had the TV mode, but I'm glad they got rid of that. Action combat, however, always been my bread and butter. I love action combat, and the devs in this game make it so freaking satisfying. Not to mention, I love how quick and responsive the combat is. Big plus to the devs. Now, I will give Honkai Star Rail its props. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of turn-based games. In fact, I still kind of am not. But I have stuck with Honkai Star Rail since its beginning, and I love the turn-based in the game. Those devs have found a way to make that system fun to me. And I like how they really try to spice up the turn-based combat a bit more. Like in this Fate event, I love the card system that they have. Really fun stuff. But it just doesn't scratch that itch as well as Zenless Zone Zero does. From a art style and animation standpoint, again, there's just something so unique about Zenless Zone Zero art style, and they've gotten so good at animations, and especially when it comes to the facial expressions, that yeah, these other games just cannot compete. I'm sorry. Now, when it comes to music, this is where I think Zenless Zone Zero has the most competition, because while this game does have some good tracks, Honkai Star Rail has some great tracks as well. Especially that song that plays when you're in Finon and you're going back to kill the Chrysos heirs over and over again. That song, the emotion, wow, that one's hard to beat. Now, if you've watched the video for this long, you may have noticed the lack of me talking about Genshin, and that's for a reason. Now, yes, I did play Genshin back in the day when it released, but the game just didn't hit with me, and I've tried to play it time and time again over the years. I just can't do it, man. But I will give Genshin its props. If it wasn't the huge success that it was, we wouldn't have any of these other games. So that's the only good thing I can say about Genshin. Otherwise, it's shit. But yeah, there's other things within Zenless Zone Zero that I absolutely like the character and the character trust system, which I wish is something we had in Honkai Star Rail. I like getting to know these characters a little bit better outside of the main story. It is fun and enjoyable, and it makes them seem more alive. But yeah, the last thing I have to talk about is the gacha pool animation, because I don't think any other gacha game does it nearly as good as Zenless Zone Zero does. Like, just listen, just watch this. Like, you cannot sit here and tell me that that doesn't hype you up when you get an S rank. Like, the music gets more intense, it gets more badass, and that ding with the S, it's just so satisfying. Like, even if I don't get the role I want, yes, I'm going to be upset, but I'm still going to be excited. It just has so much style and so much personality. And honestly, that's the best way to describe Zenless Zone Zero as a whole.